live stream and the sound wasn't working. So if anybody is going to come on, I need you to tell me if you can hear me, because if not, this is going to be completely pointless. Okay, so what I was saying is this incredible prophetic word was confirmed just a few minutes ago, and I want to share it with you. So here is what it is. So this is Lorna Vaughn. My ministry is called Tongue of Fire Ministry. And the Lord has been very insistent that this is the year that Leviathan is our arch nemesis. Leviathan is the spirit of pride, manipulation, deceit, arrogance, and many other things. And he's been really insistent about that. And the confirmations of that have been just insane. He also has been pressing me to bring to Christian wives in broken marriages the message that your job is not to get a divorce, but to contend for your marriage in the courts of heaven like you have never done before. Pray, fast, like serious fasting, and contend like crazy in the courts of heaven. That's the message that he's been giving me. Okay. Then just now I watched a YouTube video that blew my mind. Katie Souza had on a guest, Robert Henderson, and he was talking about his word that he heard from the Lord for this year, which is the giants will fall in 2025. Okay, I'm not going to go into this, but Goliath was a Leviathan spirit. So there's already a confirmation of what I heard from the Lord. And if you're joining me, say hello and tell me if you can hear me, because the last time I just did this live stream, the sound wouldn't work, because the enemy does not want this message to get out. The enemy does not want this message to get out to the body of Christ. He does not want this message to get out to women. He does not want this message to get out to wives. He wants you in your broken marriage to be hopeless and despairing and to feel like there is no hope. Because here's the thing, the word the Lord gave me, it was actually a very personal word, because I am in a broken marriage at the moment. And frankly, if you look at it at the earthly level, it would literally take a miracle to restore it, and he has promised that he will. And this is what he is promising, not just for me, though. With this word that came in with Robert Henderson, that the giants will fall in 2025. And then let me get back to that, because he said very specifically, right after he said that, he said wives. He said wives and husbands. He said wives, if your husband, basically he said, if your husband is suffering right now, if your husband is suffering, your job is not to get divorced, but to go to the courts of heaven and contend for your legal right to your husband, and for your marriage to be released. And I about lost it. I was like, what in the heck is going on? Because this is the message that the Lord has given me this year, is to take to wives in broken marriages. It is not hopeless. It is, I know it might look hopeless. So if your husband is being attacked, if you know that your marriage is under spiritual attack, if you know that your husband is under spiritual attack, it might look on the earthly realm that he is abusing you. And I am not advocating abuse in any way. Get out of that situation, get separated, okay? Protect yourself. I am not advocating for abuse. However, divorce is not the option, because the giants are falling this year. The Lord is restoring marriages this year. We are in Jeremiah 33, where he said, the voices of the bride and the bridegroom shall return to the land that was desolate, the land that was suffering famine. The voices of the bride and the bridegroom will return this year. That is a word from Tiffany Montgomery. Now, she didn't claim that it was 2025, but I have been getting the message very clearly that 2025 is the year your hopeless, broken, hopeless marriage will be restored. And then just now, I got a massive confirmation, and that's why I'm on to share this with you. Because not only did Robert Henderson say the giants will fall in 2025, and if your marriage is broken, if there is abuse going on, like I said, I do not advocate abuse. Get out of that environment, separate. God will provide for you. He will provide a home. He will provide a place. I promise you, if you walk in faith, he will. Okay? Because he does not want his daughters mistreated. You are the apple of his eye. You are his favorite daughter. He does not want you mistreated, but also you have a job to perform. And I'm going to just go into this really quickly. You know the word helpmeet, right? That in Genesis 2, whatever it is, the Lord said, "It is not good that man should be alone. I will provide for him a helpmeet." That word is Ezer. Other people pronounce it Azer, Ezer, whatever. Ezer. Okay? That word, the Lord led me to do a study on this